Hello everybody, this is Maniac for Lego. We are here today with set number 30102. This is simply called Desk. It's kind of not my favorite name for a set like this. I thought it'd be called like Olivia's Desk or something like that. But it's just called Desk. This is a Lego Friends Polybag, ages 5 to 12, 26 pieces. It was released in 2012 when Lego Friends was starting, and at first, I don't know when it was exactly available, because I have not seen these in stores when it was first out, but I have known about it. I think it was at Toys R Us originally. You could double check on that and then let me know in the comments if I'm wrong or correct. But I found this more recently at Five Below for only $3.99. It's a pretty good price for the kind of set that you're getting. Considering that it's 26 pieces, and also the fact of what you're building. So let's get more into the Polybag now. So first off, you can see the original logo and design of the set for Lego Friends as it appeared in 2012. Wow, it's already been out for 2 years. I keep forgetting that. Alright, so you see the original lineup of the Friends figures, and we have Olivia sitting at her desk. There's not much else to it. But you can see the background is kind of just designed in, it almost looks like the house, almost looks like Olivia's house, but not exactly. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be in the corner. But it's a pretty large bag, I'd have to say, for the amount of pieces that you get in this polybag. I guess it's kind of a standard thing at the time, you know, as far as the polybag size, because they can vary here and there, but usually they stick to this large size. On the back, there's nothing really much to see. You just see the actual size for Olivia as a figure. So, you know, if you're into these, you'll have a nice idea of how they'll fit. If you're not, you know, like if you're a Lego Friends fan, you know. We have a pretty large instruction book for a very simple build. I'd have to say this is really simple and could take you probably a minute to build it. But they lay it out very nice and clearly, how all these pieces go together. Multiple pieces per step. Sorry, I can't get the whole thing in here at once. And on the back, we get to see a couple more steps. The club code for this is LF2012. I don't know if this is any more valid, so you can check it online and see if it is. And on the bottom, we get to see some of the early sets from this theme. From what I can already notice, it looks like Olivia's torso, and in fact her entire outfit, is exactly the same one as we see in Olivia's house. So if you want to get her as that exact outfit in a cheaper set, there you have it. Now, aside from the instructions, there are some other interesting things for this set. We have two mold bags, similar to what the Lego Friends sets have and other Lego Friends polys have. These are divided, as you can see in the building video, between the torso and the legs. Generally the same size of bag. So that way those pieces are kept together. Next up, we have only a few extra pieces in this set. Not too much, but still kind of interesting. Let's look into those. And you can see one of them is still attached to the packaging from which it was used. This little piece right there is not really useful, but that's how the other parts of the flower were attached on there. You only need 3 of them in the set, but they show you an extra one. You have another flower stalk. You can use it just like this, or you can put some flowers on it. And you have 2 1x1 studs, one in pink and one in translucent yellow. Now let's take a look at our set. So here we have Olivia. I think this is the only polybag I've so far seen where Olivia is the featured figure. A lot of them, they've had one before with Andrea, they've had a few of them with Emma, but now we have Olivia in one of them, which is great, in my opinion, because I don't have much of the Olivia figure. As said before, this is the same exact one that we get in Olivia's house. So as far as the torso and legs printing, you pretty much have the same ones there. You can see how her head looks. Sorry for that little noise. And you can see there's no printing on the back. Here's how it looks with her hair on. Very nice hair, actually. I like that hairstyle. It would work just right with some other regular Lego minifigures. We have 3 holes on here. 1 on the side. That's 2 holes, actually. And 1 on top, where you can place bows or other hair accessories. They do not include any of those in the set, though. I'll just move in the desk because it's very simple. And what you can do, simply, is place Olivia on here with some good balance, because sometimes she does fall off. And just show that she's sitting at her desk. See, like that? Sitting at her desk and using her laptop. Now, in my opinion, this is kind of basic as far as Lego Friends Polybag. Granted, this was around the time that they were starting the series, so they probably had to spawn a couple ideas to make this work for, for female audiences that may be interested in Lego. I think, though, maybe the table is a little too tall for her. I mean, even if you don't have on the table, look how big it is. So, you obviously don't have tables that are that tall. But then again, you also have a lot of minifigure parts that are not to scale. So I'll excuse that for now. But even with the stool, it's kind of hard to fit her on here and show that she's actually on the laptop. I do like that a lot of pieces in the set are, nice to get for a polybag. The first one being the laptop itself. Now this one you can attach a minifigure's hand or a mini doll's hand to the side of it to hold it. However, the problem with Friends figures is they can only hold their hands like this. They can't turn at the wrists. So they're only holding the laptop sideways in a position normally you wouldn't hold it. That's unless you have the laptop closed, which it does actually close. And you can hold it right there. That makes sense. But if you're holding the laptop open, you wouldn't hold it sideways. It's definitely not a good idea for minifigures or for regular people. And there's a way to open it back up. You just have to pry the minifigure or mini doll's hands in between. It's not a a brand new piece, but it is a rare piece as far as sets go. It's actually the second one that I have, and there's very few other sets that have it. So it's really nice to get in this one. The stool itself, pretty basic. I'm okay with it. I just want either the height of the stool to match up a little bit better with the desk, or the desk to be a little bit shorter. Preferably the desk to be shorter, because it seems too tall. On here you could also see that we have a lamp, which is made out of a couple neat parts, such as the periscope. We have a vase, which you can see has the translucent head, very nice to get in a small set. We have a pink cup, and we have an MP3 player. Now, obviously, you can hold that in Olivia's hand as well. You can hold all these objects if you wanted to in her hand. So there she is, picking her music while she's working. Maybe on homework, or maybe she's just, just hanging out. You also have the cup, fits in her hand. And this piece is really nice for the benefit, or, for the purposes of the set. So you can fit the laptop right on there. Although it does make it, slide around, it's still, there's no real way to attach a laptop to Lego pieces. So that's perfectly fine for me. But it's nice to get that piece itself in a small set. The legs on the desk are pretty basic. Nice colors, though. So overall, I don't think this is an entirely bad polybag. Granted, the size is not the best as far as the realism, for how the desk compares to Olivia. And, it doesn't have much of a play feature, but that's okay for me because not many Friends sets have like an instant play feature. It's more like imaginative play, which is okay. I do like the assortment of pieces that we get, although it is on the low side as far as pieces for a polybag. Still good to get some like the white, the MP3 player, and the ones I've pointed out. And, getting Olivia in a small polybag set is also good. I just only wish that one of these is a little bit better in height. I think it's still enough room, though, that you could fit Olivia in here. And from what I'm looking underneath on the table, that's actually as high as it gets. Because if this was a stud higher, it probably would have been too much to fit her in the table, and probably would have had more problems. So it's actually at the right height as far as the pieces go, but to make it a little bit more realistic, they could have done something better. Unless maybe if I turn it this way, it might look like it makes sense. That is if you have a giant table, almost in your face, and you can't even see the entire laptop. Personally, I like to keep the computer a little bit lower so that, it's easier to see the screen and to type on it. But that's just my opinion. Let me hear what you guys think about this polybag in the comments. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more LEGO set reviews.